just like us, growing in years. We the goal to make a change of the world around your race. They've been able to set the pace.
Today, we shine the spotlight on a woman who has carved a bold path in both family and professional life, standing out in sectors dominated by men and exceeding expectations with grace and grit. We present Mrs. Olufunke Iyabo Osibodu, an accomplished banker, finance expert, and investment strategist whose leadership spans across multiple sectors of the Nigerian economy. She is not only a successful wife and mother, but also a distinguished role model for today's aspiring youth and women. With well over 3 decades of executive experience, Funke Osibodu, as she is popularly called, has held top leadership positions, including being the first female CEO in Nigeria of a privatized electricity distribution company, as well as the first female CEO, top executive of 3 major banks in Nigeria with African and international footprints. She rose to global recognition in 2011 when the Financial Times ranked her 47th on its list of the world's most powerful businesswomen, the only African woman on that list. She led transformative reforms at Union Bank of Nigeria, bringing transparency, discipline, and innovation into the system, in addition to playing a vital role in the local and international smart card and cashless banking revolution, all prior to Union Bank. She also was an integral part of the creation of the first coalition of electricity distributors in Nigeria to standardize the sector and ensure fairness and transparency in power distribution. Born in Lagos in January 1959, Funke Osibodu, then Funke Davis, attended Holy Child College, Obalende, Lagos, the University of Ife, Ile-Ife, and the Harvard Business School, USA. Her leadership record includes board roles at African Finance Corporation, AFC, HFC Bank, Ghana, Union Bank, the United Kingdom, Shell Nigeria Closed Pension Fund Administrator Limited, SNCPFA, and various other national and international boards. Until 3 years ago, she served as the MD CEO of BEDC Electricity PLC. She is currently a Board of Trustees member of the Nigeria Economic Summit Group, NESG, a member of Board of Trustees of Elizade University, Chairman, University of Lagos Business School, ULBS, as well as being a director within the Vigio Group. As a recipient of numerous awards, Funke Osibodu is an honorary fellow of the Chartered Institute of Bankers and a lead ambassador for Nigerian women on boards under WIMBIS. She also received the Episcopal Award for her outstanding service and devotion to the church and humanity. Beyond her professional achievements, she is a passionate collector of arts, plants, and natural artifacts, a passion that inspired her choice of one of the most exquisite nature-rich locations for this episode's recording. Married to Mr. Bolade Osibodu, they are blessed with 3 sons, Toby, Tosin, and Tolu. Their amicable wives, Abimbola, Simi, and Joanna, and adorable grandchildren. Welcome to the world of rare achievers. Welcome to Youth Engage.
Good day, everybody. Welcome back to Youth Engage. My name is Olufunke Ayodele, and I have with me here
Israel.
Praise Adejo.
With us here, we have Mrs. Osibodu Funke. Thank you so much, Ma, for having us here.
Thank you.
We would like to know what your childhood was like, where you grew up, places you visited, what happened. Can we get to know who Mrs. Funke Osibodu is?
Before Mrs. Osibodu, my childhood was Funke Davis, Olufunke Iyabo Davis, and born in Lagos. I'm in Lagosian, Central Lagos. I went to Holy Child as a secondary school. Earlier I told you I went to Auntie Preparatory School as my primary, nursery and primary school. That's in Obalinde. So from Obalinde, the two were in Obalinde, and we were living in Central Lagos, around Tinubu area, Layeni. It was fun days. We take buses to school, take buses back home, and sometimes, as part of the prank, we take our money that we're supposed to use to take bus, use it to eat, and several of us will walk home, enjoying ourselves. So early days was fun time, and so that's my primary school, secondary school, and from there I went to University of Ife, Great Ife. I read economics, graduated, and then I started NYSC. My NYSC was one of the most instructive period of my life, and I'm saying it deliberately because we are all from various universities. You will graduate. Nowadays, most people don't take NYSC serious, but that's a very formative year. For my NYSC, I was working in a secondary school, Methodist Boys High School, no longer here on Broad Street, but it used to be there. And I was teaching the HSC class. So you see a lot of senior boys. And me, I was very, very skinny. None of you were as skinny as me at that time. So you see this skinny, thin girl teaching tall boys and everything. Yeah. They used to make fun of me. So you had to have the strength to withstand all the jesting. That's one of the critical aspects of growing up. But subsequently, I went to continue my NYSC in a bank, investment banking. Now it was called Nigerian Acceptances Limited, now called Merchant Bank. It no longer exists now. It's been merged with other institutions. But the important bit is, by going in there, it made me love banking. And that's how my career in banking started. So you can see how NYSC is the one what made me who I am in terms of banking career. But while I was in Methodist Boys, the teachers had a second school they were all making extra money from, which is the evening school in Methodist Boys High School. And now we don't have evening schools. In those days, people who didn't have the opportunity to go to secondary school, grown-ups, 30-something, 40-something, even 50, that says, I want to now finish and go to university. They come to the adult education evening school. It was in the same Methodist Boys High School that was taking place. So the teachers that teach in the morning, some of them teach in the evening. And they introduced me to, do I want to earn extra money? Me, youth copper, of course, extra money I will take. So they introduced me to the evening school. That was the best thing that ever happened to me. Why? Daytime, you see all these unserious students. Nighttime, you see all these very serious adults, because they know why they are in school. If you talk, they will say, excuse me, ma, please stop. Repeat again. I want to write. And that told me at my very early stage that life should not be taken for granted when you have privileges.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you may find out that what you have assumed later in life, you have to spend serious time and money to get it, when it was being given to you in platter of gold. The other side of it was that when these adult people see me on the road, you will see all of them prostrating. My teacher, my teacher. Never mind that I'm a small girl. Meanwhile, in the morning, those boys, they will bring mirror to come and be doing all sorts of pranks.
Yes.
But the adults respected you. From then till now, I still teach.
Wow.
So you can see the impact of NYSC
Yes, ma'am.
on me. So please don't play with your NYSC. And that's my early childhood.
So, ma, speaking about your background and family, we all know that you were raised by a very, very hardworking mother. And should I say, a playboy of a father?
All that is on the internet. Hey.
Will you say how did that affect you while growing up?
Okay. My mom was my role model in the sense that you see hard work, and I'm sure for some of you, you've seen it also in your parents. Hard work, not because she had to do it, because she wasn't doing it for herself, but she was doing it to make sure that we, the children, there were 3 of us. That's one of them sitting there, the last. And that all of us get good education the way she wanted it. She was a Sierra Leonean, Saru woman. Her father from Sierra Leone, her mother from Calabar, and my own father's side were Lagosian. So you see, I'm a true Nigerian. And if you dig into our name, we're from even Ijebu-Jesha, not Lagos. You know, a lot of people migrate to Lagos. And we have some Brazilian blood in us. So and I'm an international citizen, so to say. But Sierra Leoneans are known to be very prim and proper and thick, aguda. They call them aguda. So, and very, very strict. So she was strict on us. Go and read your book. Do this. Oh yeah, come and do this. On weekends, sometimes we even, on Saturdays, we eat fufu. Sometimes you go and even help grind pepper. And when it is Good Friday, Frejon, we don't like it, oh. We eat it and we like it, oh, but we have to do the work. Grind the beans, make sure the beans are grind, make sure the coconut is grinded, boil and boil overnight, make sure everything works, sift and all that. So she works hard, she got us to work hard. She got us to know how to cook, how to do so many things. But when we saw her the way she was working, in the morning, in the evening, to help us out, it made a lot of difference in saying hard work doesn't kill you. If anything, you will get result from it, and providence will help you through it. So it made a lot of difference to my life.
Thank you very much, ma. So, ma, we've been able to understand that you are willing to put the work to be able to maintain your career life and your life as a wife. So, in our generation of today, the Gen Z marriages, we have a lot of career marriages where the man, they're in career path and the woman's also in a career path. We have marriages like that failing, and this is because no one of them is willing to compromise. How can they go about issues like this? What step can they take to combat problems like this?
First of all, it's not just those who are career people that have marriage problems. Everybody, whether you are career or non-career, the key thing is when you understand that let's assume you get married. The girl gets married at the age of 24. I got married at the age of 24. And the boy gets married at the age of 27. That's my husband. I've led 24 years of a different life. He has led 27 years of a different life. You now come together and you assume everything will work fine. That's an utopia. Even your brother or sister that is with you, you fight. Abi? Yes. That you grew up together. So the first is to understand that you all have different background. My husband came from a polygamous family. There were 36 children.
Wow. Wow.
Me, I came from a family where me, my mother, and my sisters were 3 children. 3 versus 36. So imagine, first of all, everybody running in different direction. But if the two of you, you and your husband, have an understanding, first of all, the two of you have to be patient with each other, not assume everything will work. So sometimes you have situations where what you expect is not what was you listen. For instance, you like your shoes neatly arranged. He just scatters the thing everywhere. Why is your shoe here? Why is your socks here now? It's irritating. Meanwhile, you on the other side, when you want to sleep, you plastered your face with all sorts of things so that your face will be fine the next morning. And you are saying, don't touch me. You are disturbing me on my bed and everything. What is all this rubbish you are pushing on your face? Am I not your husband? You get? Different this thing. Both of you need to start listening to each other. We are now. Let's work together to manage this. Me too, my face. Okay, once in a while I will put that thing on, etc. So you start compromising or being thoughtful. I don't like the word compromise of the other person, and knowing that the other person is a human being like you. The ones that are not a big deal, you don't take it a big deal. The ones that are a big deal, you take it a big deal. Once you think of your brother or sister that whether I like it or not, I cannot divorce you as a brother. I cannot divorce you as a sister. I tell people, marry your friend first. Your friend, you will fight, you will still come back together. But if it is only love, and not friendship also tying you together, when you start fighting as lovers, what happens? Because you don't have friendship. So create the friendship. Try to understand his job, how you can help him. He will try to understand yours also, how you can help him. But more importantly, women we have one strength that we all don't realize. Perception, intuition. Yeah. Men don't have it. Until they see it, they don't listen. That's the way God has listened. The woman will say, I think, I am smelling it. What are you smelling? And sometimes that intuition helps. So, you will be able to say, this man is annoyed. Something is wrong. What happened in the office? What is this thing? Until you get him to talk. And he leaves his jet. Then he knows you care for him. But on the other side, sometimes you agree to disagree. But how you manage the agree to disagree. One of the rules we had in my house is we will not sleep over the fight. We will fight and settle it that night. 1 or 2 times that we slept over it. By the next morning, it was a mountain. I have thought of all sorts of things. I've carried that fight beyond where we started from. He has thought of us before you could come together. It took a while. You get what I'm saying? So, being intuitive, managing that environment, and being considerate.
Okay, Ma, you mentioned that your mom was your biggest role model. So this part of the world tends to push the narrative that you can be a career woman and a great mom. Apparently, one has to suffer. So what would you say your challenges were, and how did you navigate both paths?
Let me take a step back. My mom was a career woman, and she was a good mom. My husband, his mom was very, very industrious. And no child of hers should not be educated and hardworking. So, first of all, like begets like. When you are looking for your partner, you look for partners that within you, you know that you have synergy. I didn't go for a partner that could not encourage me as a person. You will know during your courtship. So that's number one lesson. 2, life is tougher for women, in spite of the encouragement. My husband was very encouraging in my career. He was also busy. When you marry somebody who wants to encourage you, he too has to run double hard so that he will remain what? The man. And not say this is the woman that is the man. So he was busy, I was busy. The point I'm trying to make is, for me, juggling all aspects, career woman, your family, I say that there are 4 things that are important to you in life.
Yes, ma'am.
Your God, that's your religion, very important. Your family, your work, and your friends, people you move with. At different stages of your life, one becomes more prominent than the other. You just have to look at how you balance it. And when it comes to family, you just have to adapt to. As I was growing up in my career, when I have to go and pick my children, at some point, one of them was schooling in Ebute Metta. We were living on the island. School time, I have to go and pick. I did for work. I carry my computer. I continue to work on the road. I continue to work on the road. My work must not suffer. I get to school, pick them, bring them back home, continue work. And life continues. When we were living in Ikeja, and I was working on the island, we would get home around 10, sometimes 9. My boss never used to come in on time. But 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, I would carry my work, because I would have been at office by 7. I would carry my things to go. That was the time my boss would give me work and say, I want it first thing in the morning. I will look at him. You think you can deal with me? I will show you. As we're going through the traffic, sometimes 3 hours, I will continue to work. But we have to cook at home for us to eat. I learned how to use timer with my, a gas cooker to cook. So my steward at home would have boiled the pepper, put inside freezer. I would tell him, bring out the pepper at 5 o'clock. We are pour it inside the pot. I'm inside traffic. Turn the timer for 10 minutes. Put tomatoes. I'm cooking remotely. Pour this. By the time I get home, food is not ready. We eat. I still have work to deliver the next morning. I continue to do the work. And next morning, we spend another 2-3 hours on the road. What I haven't finished, I will finish on the road. There's more than enough time. You see how you combine?
Yes.
Because you are a woman, you cannot do certain things. However, the society still discriminates. So when you go, I was working in corporate finance, I was working in treasury. When you go marketing, I saw the way you looked. People will look at you and some will insinuate, some will not take you serious. I used to enjoy it. And I'm saying that to you two ladies. One of the best things that can ever happen to anybody is for people to underestimate you.
Yeah.
So when you do something small, it looks like it's big. So they used to underestimate me. This one is just fine face, small girl. So when you speak and bring out some serious this stuff, the guy will have to work far harder to surpass me. So discrimination, you turned it into your own positive side.
Boys like us, growing in years, we the goal to make a change of the world around your race. They've been able to set the pace. Today, we engage them with passion, hoping to learn of their ways, to be legends of our future. So I'll feet on the prince.